Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have a little bit of a different video today. I thought I would share with you guys my family's traditions for Christmas. If you guys like this video, then comment below, let me know, and I will do like the traditions that we do for Thanksgiving and Easter and all that. I'll compile all that into another video. But since Christmas is approaching, I thought I would just do a video on Christmas and talk about our family traditions and a little bit of what we like to do, you know, around the Christmas time as a family. So I will just jump on in. Sorry about the crazy hair again. But basically, and sorry I'm out of breath already. I'm like 32 weeks pregnant and just really, I can't even breathe. Anyways, okay, so just to give you a little bit of background quickly before I jump in, we are Catholic, so kind of the traditions that we do are based on what my husband and I both have been growing up on, which is Catholic traditions mostly. But we also include our own family traditions as well. So growing up, we had a lot of traditions, and then when we got married, my husband had been married almost 4 years. We've implemented, and once we had children, we've implemented our own family traditions on top of what we were already doing, and just kind of compiled it and made it our own little family's traditions that we like to do every year and continue on with our kids. So to start, I'll start with Christmas Eve. Actually before that, no, I'll start with decorating. So growing up, we've always decorated. We've always had a Christmas tree. We've decorated our house with lights and, you know, everything, just gone all out for Christmas. Christmas is huge in our house. We love Christmas growing up, and we still do. So we always do the Christmas lights and all that, and what we like to do is we usually decorate around 2 weeks before Christmas. Growing up, my parents never decorated until Christmas Eve, but I kind of like decorating 2 weeks before Christmas because it gets you in that Christmas spirit and that Christmas mood. So in terms of decorations, we always just do Christmas lights and stuff. I have Christmas videos on my channel showing you like a tour of the house with Christmas decorations and all that, so you guys can check that out. But yeah, we have Christmas lights and all that. We do Christmas trees, and then one of the big things that we like to do is we set up a manger, like a nativity set. If you are Catholic or whatever, Protestant or something, maybe you'll know what that is, and if not, it's just basically like little figurines. There's Mary, Jesus, like a stable, some animals, the shepherds, the wise men, and we basically, you can't see, but we put it on the very top of this cabinet. And what we've always done growing up is we have, we leave the little cradle that Jesus goes in, the little baby Jesus goes in, we always leave that empty until Christmas, so midnight at, you know, at Christmas or Christmas morning, and then we'll put the Jesus in because that's when he's born. So it's just a little tradition that we've always done, so I like to do that with the boys. So what we do in our family is we set up the manger, and then Christmas we will get John, who is, because Aaron's too young, so John will come and take Jesus and he puts him in the little manger, and that's just like a little something that we like to do. Also in terms of the manger, we have the wise men, and this is kind of my family's thing. My husband's family never did this, so we didn't. He thinks we're a little bit weird for doing it, but we would take the wise men and put them somewhere in the house, and every day as it gets closer to the Epiphany, which is the day that the wise men you know, went to see, you know, the little baby Jesus, every day up until then we'd move them a little bit closer to the manger until eventually they end up on top of this as well on the Epiphany. So that's kind of just our thing, which is, again, it might be a little bit weird. My husband thinks it's weird. I think it's awesome. We've been doing it growing up, so we just kind of continue to do that with the kids. So that's basically it in terms of decorations. In terms of baking, I always start baking 2 weeks before Christmas. I will just start making like a bunch of Christmas treats, anything from like truffles and chocolates to cookies and brownies and Rice Krispie squares and just cakes, everything. We just go all out. We fill our freezer with Christmas things, and then we also like to give away, you know, Christmas food. So like baked breads and brownies and stuff, we like to give it away as gifts to people, just so they can enjoy it around Christmas time. So now kind of starting with the actual Christmas Eve, my husband is Polish, and growing up his family always did well, at least from what he told me, they always would have a big dinner on Christmas Eve where basically it's like seafood, and they would have a lot of Polish food like pickled mushrooms. He says that they would do like pierogies and what else do they do? Fish and they called it, I think this soup is called like borscht or barsh or something like that. That's what they would also make, so it's like a beet soup. So they just kind of make a lot of Polish food, and he says that's what they always used to do. So because my husband's family lives far away and he doesn't get to see them often, I feel like he kind of misses out on his family traditions. So I always like to do, for the past 4 years since I've been married to him, we've been doing this little tradition where Christmas Eve I will make all that Polish stuff. So I will go buy those pickled mushrooms. I got a really good recipe online for the soup, the beet soup that I made, and he loves it. He says it's pretty authentic. So I'll just go and do the pierogies, everything that he really enjoyed with his family. I will recreate and do it again for him at home. So we will do that on Christmas Eve. And growing up, both of our families would always go to midnight mass on Christmas Eve. Instead of going Christmas morning, we'd go Christmas Eve. So we go to midnight mass, and then when we come back from midnight mass, he never did this, but we did this, so we kind of continued on this tradition. So we would have our dinner here at the house, we'd go to midnight mass afterwards, and then when we come back from midnight mass, we would all go to my parents' house, and basically my whole family will open up presents that night, because technically it's Christmas. And my mom will make a huge feast of meats and, you know, treats and chocolates and everything, and we would just literally be up to like 4 a.m. just eating and opening presents and just enjoying time with each other and taking family photos and all that. So we still continue that on. And yeah, we go to midnight mass, then we go to my mom's, like I said, and just open presents. And you know, the boys will usually wake up to open the presents, and then they go back to bed because they are pretty tired. And then when Christmas morning rolls around, that's when we do, we're at home already by this point, so we will sleep obviously. And then when Christmas morning comes, we will wake up the boys, and before we have breakfast or anything, we go to the Christmas tree, and they get to open up their presents from us. We don't take the presents that we have for the boys to my parents' house. We leave that under the tree for them. So the boys will open up their presents. My husband and I will open up the presents that we got for each other. The boys will open up their stockings, and we just have family time. And then after that, I always make a big breakfast, like pancakes and, you know, just anything that anyone wants, sausages and everything. And then I'll do, we have Christmas music playing, obviously, that's like a must. Everyone's in their pajamas, and then we always make like a hot chocolate. Sometimes I'll leave it in the slow cooker the night before, and it kind of will just keep it warm for us. So when we wake up in the morning, it's really nice and warm. And yeah, we just have some hot chocolate and just be together as a family. The boys get to play with all their new stuff that they got and eat all the chocolate that they got. And they also have all their gifts from the night before from all my relatives that they will have as well. So then Christmas Day comes around, like when Christmas Day is here for dinner, we always get together with my side of the family, and it's huge. Like we have like all my aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone. So everybody gets together, everyone brings food, and we have this huge meal with like turkey and everything, just a huge meal. We're Arabs, so we like to eat. So you can imagine the amount of food that there is when there's like 50 or 60 people. We all get together, we all get to hang out with our cousins who are all around our age, which is really fun. And we just have time together as a family and just really get to enjoy Christmas together. Afterwards, after we, you know, have dinner and everything and dessert, then we will open up presents for like the cousins. So what we do at my parents' house is just my siblings and my parents. So basically John's aunts and uncles, and they'll just kind of give him presents, and we all kind of, you know, open presents then. But the presents that we open on actual Christmas Day are from like my extended family. Well, not extended, but like my aunts and uncles and my cousins, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. So it's usually mostly now like adults don't really get presents anymore. It's more for the kids, but the kids will open presents. And we all just hang out and play cards and just have a really, really good time. And then when Boxing Day comes, usually we also again have a family dinner, but usually from my dad's side or for, you know, some other side of the family. So we usually have 2 Christmas dinners. Like we'll have Christmas Day and then Boxing Day. So Boxing Day, again, we're with family having dinner, and again, it's like a big dinner. No presents on Boxing Day, but we are still with the family. And then usually Boxing Day morning, before we go for the dinner, we will go shopping and just, you know, enjoy those Boxing Day sales. Sorry, my back is hurting, so I'm pushing on it. It really hurts. But we'll enjoy those Boxing Day sales and all that. And yeah, and then that basically finishes our Christmas. So another thing I just want to say is I do an advent calendar with the boys. So John's currently doing his right now. Well, not the second, but his is going. So he's on like day 6 or whatever day we're on. I don't even know. So they like the advent calendar. He gets a chocolate every morning when he wakes up, so he looks forward to that. And yeah, so that's basically what we do for our Christmas traditions. But the biggest thing I would say is the midnight mass, and then afterwards we go to my mom's and have like a ton of food and open up presents for everybody. And then in the morning, the boys open up presents and stockings in our house. And my husband and I open up our gifts we got for each other, and we just have a family breakfast. So on Christmas morning, it's nice because it's just us, my husband and the boys and I, and soon to be baby girl. So yeah, so that's basically our family traditions. And yeah, that kind of sums up this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was actually interesting. You guys actually want to see more of this stuff. If you do, I will do like the birthday traditions and Easter and Thanksgiving and all that. But for now, I thought Christmas was the most important because it's coming up. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below if you are new to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.